This is Louise for MMA Crazy, and we're here with Robert Whiteford. Robert, first of all, how was that experience for you back in Glasgow? The UFC first came to Glasgow in July.
It was an amazing experience, you know, from start to finish. Priceless. My walkout, you know, slowed it down deliberately. Walk out to my countrymen, fly out of Scotland, and anybody that was there and witnessed that, it gives me goosebumps now thinking about it, you know. And with the entrance and the finish and the celebration and the crowd, I brought the roof down, you know, and I put Scotland on the map, being the first Scottish guy in there. First Scottish guy to register a win, first Scottish guy to register a knockout, you know, so I was delighted with it, and it capped off to a great end of the week.
So after all of those celebrations in Glasgow, when did you find out about this card in Dublin?
Directly after the fight, I knew about the card in Dublin.
When did you find out that you were going to be on the card?
Maybe 10 weeks prior to the show. It didn't get announced 6 weeks out, but I knew kind of was going to be on it, you know. I was busting Sean Shelby's nuts in the changing room. I was saying I was one on the card. Everybody knows that the roster's full, you know, with a lot of fighters right now. It's bursting at the seams. But I'd been out for a year. I'd been injured. I picked up 2 injuries in 1 year. It kept me out for a year. So I wanted to get back in there and fight. You know, I come off a huge win in Scotland and back in Europe in Dublin. I was at the event last year. I was in the crowd when they were throwing beer cans over my head and shit, you know. So it was an experience I thought I would like to be another end of that and have them cheering me. So I'm looking forward to getting in there on Saturday night and experiencing it first hand, being in Octagon, putting on a show for the crowd. And don't blink, because it's going to be the same as Glasgow. I'm going to take the guy out in dramatic fashion.
So I was going to say, I think it's 6 KO wins that you've had so far in your career. Yeah. So do you see this going the distance then, or is that what you're looking for, another KO win?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at my record and you look at the KOs, those things don't happen by chance, you know. There's obviously something there. It's putting people to sleep, and it's this left hand. So if Elkins walks into that, and it's going to be an early night for him, you know. If he fights ugly, he comes forward flat-footed, but I'm looking to put a mark on his chin early and let him know he's in for a fight right away, and that hopefully will stop him in his tracks. If not, I'm there for the 3 rounds, you know. If he wants to get ugly with it, I'll get ugly with it. I don't care, you know. But I'm going to come out there with the win. I'm going to do everything in my power. Hopefully in dramatic fashion, I end the fight early.
So what did you think of Elkins as an opponent for you then? Because he's been in the UFC for quite a while now.
I mean, I don't really give a shit about Elkins, you know. I don't really look too much into them. His style's fucking disgusting. It looks horrible the way he fights, you know, but obviously something's working. He's number 13 or 14 for a reason, so I can't get complacent in the fact that whatever he does is good and it works. But, you know, I'm looking to get my game plan and my strategy off first and nullify his strong points, you know. I'm pretty strong in the clinch. I'm good against takedowns against the cage. I'm pretty good everywhere, and the thing that changes is that when I hit people, they know about it, you know, they go to sleep. Elkins hits people 10-20 times and they're still coming at him, so that's the difference in this fight, you know. I have the power to stop this guy.
So do you think that's one of the holes that he maybe has in his game? Have you spotted anything else?
I mean, it's not whole overall round his game strong, you know, but who's going to stop this? This lands in you, you're in trouble. So not just him, anybody in the division, they walk into this freight train, they're in trouble.
So in terms of stylistically how you match up?
I mean, the matchmakers are very smart in what they do, you know. It's they know he's going to try and come and take me down. They know I'm going to try and stop it, and I'm going to try and put him to sleep. So, you know, that if he gets his game plan off and it makes for an ugly fight, then the matchmakers have done their job. If I stop him in his track and put him to sleep, then they've done their job again. So it's a win-win situation for them, you know. But I can guarantee you it's going to be a bad night for Elkins. And
what has preparations been like on the run-up to this fight?
I mean, again, it's not just a thing I wake up and I think I might go to the gym today. It's a lifestyle, you know. I enjoy doing it, and fortunately enough, I get paid for it. I'm in the best organisation in the world. So I love my job, you know. I love it start to finish. When I wake up in the morning, you can't take the smile off my face. And I was back in the gym in the Monday morning, my local boxing club in Falthouse, working with my boxing coach. Then I went directly to Barcelona with my girlfriend after that for a vacation. You know, I was away for 10 weeks in Florida training down there. I know it sounds glamorous, but it's not. It's a shithole, you know. I'm there with 4 Brazilians in it, living in a house, can't speak English, don't even know how to use a tin opener, you know. So it gets frustrating at times. So we went for a little breakaway. Then I got back for 2 weeks and I was straight back down to Florida training, you know. So, and we have all the bodies an American top team to come with the styles that Elkins is going to come with. And before that, I was at my my team in Scotland, the Grip House training as well. So it's just life for me, you know.
And what did you think about the recent discoveries yesterday, the news about the card? Obviously, headliners Joe Duffy and Dustin Poirier, that bout is now off. What's your reaction to that?
It doesn't fucking change a thing to me, you know. I'm going out there to do my job. I'm going out there to knock Elkins out. To be quite honest, I couldn't give a fuck about any of the other fights in the card. I know I'm going to go in there and do my job, and that's all I'll focus on.
And how do you think the Glasgow crowd will compare to the Irish crowd?
Very similar, you know. As I say, I was here last year and I seen the crowd, and I was in the crowd to witness it. And then I was on the receiving end in Glasgow. I was walking out to the home support. So I'm looking forward for the Glasgow, this Irish support to get behind me. You know, Scottish and the Irish are very similar. We fought the same enemy in the battlefield. We bled then. We're going to bleed together again Saturday night.
We look forward to seeing that on Saturday. Thank you very much.